I have a question in our chat. So it says how to develop mindfulness. The person who never do gossiping, help to others, always beside family, spiritual, and doing meditation. Even lack of mindfulness and failure in life, most of the time, how such person can uplift their mindfulness.
Okay. So, if I understand the question well, so uplift their mindfulness for a person who is not a meditator. Is that right, Sharada Master? So the question is more about developing mindfulness by a person who is not.
Yeah, person is more meditative. Yes, person do the meditation.
Okay, got it. Yeah. So if the person is meditator, right? So so mindfulness is different from meditation, right? So mindfulness is completely being aware with the current work, enjoying the current moment, enjoying and completely focusing on that particular work, whether it's painting, cooking, cutting vegetables, even for that matter, cleaning the house, organizing the house. So it comes with a lot of awareness, I would say. It comes with a lot more intention. Um, it comes definitely, meditation will help the person to be more mindful. So it's kind of correlated. That's what I would say. And another aspect of mindfulness is when the person is more mindful, your energy is not getting drained. You're conserving your energy. So when you conserve the energy, what is happening is you will be able to do more and more work within that time. And that is something that I have experienced in my life, especially like, in the evening hours, I used to try to rush to do different things because back of the mind, yes, I have only 1 hour and I have to do, so and so 4 different things. But when you are in that, uh, the thought process that I have to complete because back of the mind, all those thoughts are always there.
Mm-hmm.
When I shifted to being mindful, so what I realized was I'm able to do those 4 things more efficiently, and I'm able to complete all 4 things without being anxiety and uh, using anxiety. And even I'm able to do more than 4 things in that 1 hour duration. So I think it's being more aware, and reading books can also help. Spiritual book reading, spiritual and being surrounded by positive people, doing a lot more meditation and being more awareness can definitely help being more mindful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. And anyone else, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself. And then you can ask your question here.
Um, Hi, this is Srilata here. Um, it was a great session and great learning, Pratyusha. Uh, I know I'm a, I just and you one of the book you mentioned was the Vakshetra, but do you recommend any other books on improving your speech or all that? But my question to you here is yes, we are trying to be aware of what we are saying and be mindful of everything, but I mean, day to day things happen, right? I'm a meditator, but not others, right? So the frequency is not there much. How do you handle those situations? You try to, uh, move away or walk away, or just you try to, I don't know, how would you handle those situations? Like if a person
So
is not a meditator, and then the frequencies, like you mentioned, right? Like, us being like maybe 300 birth life, and some other family member, maybe 10th
mhm,
or 15th, right? So, it's your close person. You want to uplift them, right?
right. So so the two aspects of this question, right? So let's say if depending upon their soul evolution, maybe the person has made a negative statement and that is impacting you, for example, right? So, for example, right? So it's their soul evolution. You might be telling them to meditate, but if they are ready, they are ready. If they're not ready, we should not waste our energy trying to make them meditate. When they are ready, they'll come to that. But what you can show, or what as meditators we can show, is to inspire them, continuously inspire them in a way by us leading our life in a more conscious way. When we are increasing our energies, when we are increasing our frequencies, when the time comes, they will change. If or maybe this is not the lifetime that they will change, right? So that is up to their soul journey. But coming back to your question, if that person has made a statement which is impacting, or which is you're taking it personally, for example, right? But you as a meditator, either depending upon the situation, right, you'll have to respond in the right way, right? If you have to, if the person is doing that same thing over and again, we should definitely address it, right? Because your swadharma is to take care of yourself, right? You shouldn't let others take over your life. You have to stand for yourself. But what is that lesson? But depending upon the situation, right? What is that lesson that you need to learn out of that situation is something that you have to introspect. Is it that you have to stand up for yourself, or if it's a repeated pattern, then there is a lesson that we need to learn. And how do you address that lesson is something that it depends, right? It depends upon that the whole situation, and you have to speak to that person on that situation, but again very calm, very in a more fact based, more evidence based, to see if that doesn't repeat. And so that's what I would say. But we should never react, right? Because reacting is only is going to aggravate the situation, and it's not going to solve. So first we have to introspect that lesson, and then we have to take it forward. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah, and just to add that, right, like when we do more meditation and do more mindful, like our aura also increases, so our energy body also elevates. So when someone comes also, right, even though they wanted to say to hurt something, but because of your aura and your positivity, they can change completely. So that also do happen. So that's the reason if you see, right, most of the gurus, when you go into their aura itself, you'll just be mesmerized, even for the temple, right? Like because everyone will be in the positive thoughts, nothing, not bad things that you'll be thinking about. So everything positive around it. So you will not even think about it any other. So whenever you have those high energy beings, when you do meditate and you get yourself more energized, the aura increases and someone comes and if they wanted to do differently or they wanted to say not good things to you, because of your aura, it's kind of like your shield and you will not be able to get anything what they're saying. And if they wanted to say even not goods of intentions, that intentions would change eventually. So it's kind of like everything falls in place, making sure that you are shield for what they're saying, or they can come up with the intention to say something but they will not be able to say anything about it. So it's completely. So we need to energize ourselves by doing more meditation, more mindfulness, spending more time in nature. And whenever you're stressful or anxious, go and hug a tree. You'll see much more difference in it, right? So grounding is one of the things that you can do every day. So there are many things that you could do in a day, which you can energize and make sure that you are inclined with the power of the consciousness, basically. Hope that helps. All right.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that really, really, really helped. Yeah.